Welcome to the Sweet Life Coaching Podcast, connecting real people with expert advice to achieve a healthier lifestyle and live a more fulfilling and abundant life. Here is your host, Coach Tavia.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back again to my show, the Sweet Life Coaching Podcast. And today it's going to be me solo. I want to bring something that's to the attention that's happening to me lately. Something that I have scheduled in November. I have an upcoming surgery coming up, and I always like to give you guys and bring you guys the things that would help you potentially educate, whatnot. You can share with loved ones, share with people you care about. So I'm going to be talking today about my upcoming surgery that I have scheduled in a couple weeks and what's going on. And just to get right into it, I'm going to make this a really quick one. But long story short, I'm having another oral surgery. Yay. In some of my previous podcasts, you can catch my story and my journey, about my mouth surgeries, my cavitation surgeries that I've had to get done because of Lyme disease. I've had implant removals and a whole myriad of different mouth surgeries and treatments, if you will. It's been quite a ride since I've had Lyme. Unfortunately, this surgery is not really related to Lyme. It's related to a subsequent, something that went wrong, though, that should have gone right, if you want to put it that way. Long story short, so I am having 2 implant removed out of my mouth, not breast implants, dental implants. These are titanium implants that were placed in my mouth about 6 years ago. Why am I taking these out? Well, let's back up a little bit. So first of all, I had 3 root canals that were in my mouth since I was like, I want to say teens or 20s, they were put in. And I started having problems a lot with them when I got diagnosed with Lyme. They said, get the root canals out. The environmental doctor and my holistic doctor said, you really should look into getting those root canals out, because anyone with a chronic illness, and you have a root canal in there, they leach toxins. It's proven. If you pull the tooth, you can document it, you can take it to pathology, and they will come up with some sort of pathogen in there. Your mouth is nasty. We know this. But a lot of times, dentists, they want to save the tooth, rightfully so. So they do a lot of root canals. But I'm here to tell you, root canals are evil. And I know the general dentistry world will not agree with me, and that's fine. You can keep doing your root canals, but you're not doing justice to the patient if you don't take it to the next level. And the next level would be actually, taking it to pathology, proving me wrong. Okay. So anyways, I had these 3 root canals, and my environmental doctor and holistic doctor told me when I had Lyme, they're like, you need to get those out because Lyme harbors in the mouth. It likes to fester in the mouth. So we took these 3 root canals and popped them out, not all in the same day. It was, a matter of time, and that we did this. And long story short, so we took them out and I had them replaced with implants over a period of, 5 or 6 years. Titanium implants have been around for a long time, and they're usually pretty good for the mouth. However, I'm learning that they're not so great for everybody. So long story short, again, we're going to I'm going to speed ahead here. So I've had one removed 2 years ago because it was causing me problems. I've been having problems on this left side for a long time, pain and whatnot. In the finding of all this pain, they found a fluke thing in my jaw, and I had to end up having jaw surgery last year, removing a little bone spur on my left jaw joint. So that was fun. 2 years ago, I had that done in the mission to find out what this pain was. So that didn't even solve my pain. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I had jaw surgery 2 years ago, and that was quite an ordeal. I had, my nerve was damaged. I still don't have full feeling in my left side of my cheek. Sometimes my, trigeminal nerve gets irritated. I still have jaw pain. And anyways, and so that didn't really solve my pain in this left side. So I kept telling my dentist, look, I'm still having pain. My cheek would get red hot in the morning. It looked like it was on fire. I get headaches on the left side. I get pain on the left side, going up through like my cheekbone to where your maxillary sinus is, and then going up above my eyeball. And so I've been telling my dentist this, and they know about my implants, the two that are left. One was removed. So we took one out, right? 2.5 years ago. We got the jaw surgery. We took the tooth out. Still have pain. Okay. So here we are, October of 2022. Guys, I've been dealing with this for like 3, 4, 5 years. And finally, I found a holistic dentist in Portland, Oregon. And we did a cone beam scan. Basically, it's like a CT scan of your head. And one of my wonderful friends actually sees him as well. And she told me how wonderful he is. And you need to go to someone that knows what they're doing, and looking at everything, the organic, what do I want to say? What's going on in your mouth, like your jaw, everything, like everything that's going on in your mouth, not just the teeth itself, and saying, oh, everything looks good. So when you look at this x-ray of me, I will say this, you will freak out, because to someone even that doesn't know what they're looking at, you'll be like, holy crap, what is that thing in Tavia's mouth? So I have one implant that is literally 2 millimeters above the bar, which is where the line, the threshold is of where you should put it. And that threshold is right where your sinus is. This implant is impeding up way up into that sinus, like kind of just sitting on my maxillary sinus, basically. You would think I would have a lot of sinus problems, things like that. I do, but I don't. I've really resolved a lot of my sinus problems. More than anything, I just get pain up there for no reason. And it goes into my eye. If I'm touching my eye right underneath my eyeball, my lower lid, it's sore a lot of times too. It's really interesting. So anyways, I go to see Dr. Blodgett Dental Care. He's basically a toxic specialist. He's an integrative oral health expert. He's a DMD and an NMD. So he's like a naturopathic medical doctor and a DMD. And amazing. I went in there. They spent a lot of time with me explaining everything. And he explained to me the importance of why I need to get these out of my mouth. And I'll explain it to you. So like I said, a lot of people have on here will be like, I have implants. I'm fine. Okay, good. I'm glad. But let me explain to you something, why titanium implants are not good for me. And they may not be good for you down the road. So couple reasons. One, titanium implants are metal. There never should be metal in our mouth. And this is why, you guys, because we are all electricity. We all run on frequencies. We're all electricity. We are all a frequency. I'll say that again. You have a lot of nerves in your mouth. Where's your brain? Right next to your mouth, just below that, right? So we have a lot of nerves that are going on in our teeth, in our mouth and our brain, our ears. We have our vagal nerve back there. We have so many nerves. When we have metal in our mouth, it creates this interference of our frequencies, of how our neurological systems work. I never thought about this. I never thought about it until someone really brought it to the forefront for me. And so I've had a lot of neurological problems. My shoulder has been hurting for years, like almost about 2 years now, 3 years now. My shoulder has been hurting. I've been to chiropractor. I've been to massage. I've had ortho. I've had an MRI. Everything's fine. I've had pain going down my arm. I've had my elbow, this constant thing in my elbow. It's all left side, you guys. I've had jaw pain, head pain, shooting pains in my head, all left side. I've had this, just all kinds of myriad of different symptoms. Now, I'm hopeful that this is going to help a lot. Is it a cure-all? I don't know. I'm going to have hope that it will, because I'm so sick and tired of feeling these pains and no one listening to me. Now, here's the other thing that Dr. Blodgett, was talking about. We talked about interference, right? The other thing is with titanium implants is that 2 years ago, again, I was breaking out on my skin. So I had a patch test done with my allergist, my allergy doctor, dermatologist. And I'm allergic to nickel. I had a mercury toxicity in my body. I know that from my amalgam fillings, but I'm allergic to nickel. I'm sensitive to even some other metals. Well, here's the other thing, guys. Titanium implants aren't 100% titanium. They have nickel in them. They have other metals in them. And so when I told Dr. Blodgett I'm allergic to nickel, like clear as mud, I reacted to nickel very highly. He's like, your titanium implant has nickel in it, Tavia. So even the abutment, that's like the peg that it sits on, even the crowns in your mouth, you guys, have metal in them. Unless you can 100% ask your dentist to say that these are not metal, that they are ceramic, or they're the white kind. Basically, I'm going to say the white kind. They're not amalgam. Amalgam is the silver fillings. You want composite white, like white composite. Basically, they look like white ceramic. So even crowns, if you have a ton of crowns in your mouth, like a bunch of teeth that chipped, and you have those crowns, and you got a ton of metal going on in your mouth, and you're crunching down every day, crack, 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 pop, pop, pop. And all of a sudden you're like, God, I have all this neck pain. God, I have all this back pain. Oh my God, I have constant headaches. Oh my God, I'm I'm dizzy all the time. Oh my God, da, 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 da. You guys, there's interferences with the way your brain is talking. And so this is something that is really passion of mine, and that is getting to root cause. If you followed me, you know that I'm passionate about root cause, because I am so tired of people and other doctors, dentists, whoever, taking advantage of people and just saying, oh, you're fine. And that's what they've been telling me. My doctor, my dentist, I've been telling him for years, I'm like, this isn't right. And he's like, yeah, well, we'll just do this or we'll do that. We'll see how it goes. We almost took the crown off this in defense of him. I do love my dentist here. He's very sweet, and they are good people. I'm not saying bad about them, but gosh darn it, dang it. Like, yeah, listen, So anyways, in defense, we were going to remove this crown that's on this implant that's up in my sinus, that's 2 millimeters above the threshold, excuse me. Can't talk today. We were going to remove it because it did have metal in it. I actually did the research. I went to the dentist that had done it. It wasn't him. And they said, yeah, there's metal in there. So they're like, let's get it out. As a recommendation of my holistic doctor. So we were going to do that, but I said, wait a second, before we do that, let's just do the whole anatomy of my mouth. Let's look at everything. Excuse me, I have to take a drink of water. And let's look at everything. And thank God I listened to my gut, my intuition. And I said, let's do a cone beam. Plus, I wanted to see what my jaw was doing after 2 years post-surgery. My jaw's still not looking great. So here we are, November 14th, 15th. I'm going in for the surgery. We're getting these implants out with Dr. Blodgett, located in Portland, Oregon. If you want his information, I can put a link. I can send it to you. I highly recommend their services. They are a clinic that is very, very of the utmost, all about total health. It's not just getting in and out, getting the basics done. They do neural therapy, which they concentrate on. They do procaine. I don't know if you know what those are, but I don't care. But these are therapies that actually help relax the nervous system. They do everything very el natural. They prep you before you go into the surgery. Make sure you have homeopathics. I'm going to have PRP, plasma-rich protein injections, which they take my blood out, spin it down, put my own plasma back in my mouth for it to heal. So it heals properly. You guys, I had this one pulled over. Remember, I had three. Remember, we had 3 implants, right? We had 3 root canals turned into 3 implants. One was removed 2 years ago. They took it out here locally. Again, the doctor did what he did best. He knew what he did, but they did not do plasma-rich protein. They did not do ozone. Ozone is oxygen. We got to give the microbes oxygen so they die off when you pull everything out, and so you can heal, your tissues can heal. They didn't give me anything. They sent me home with amoxicillin. 3 days later, I was back in the office, full-blown infection, pus coming out of the pocket, and they had to pull out the infection, take care of the infection, clean it all up, send me back home again. It was ridiculous. I went down to California. I had cavitation surgery done. He opened me up. He basically cleaned out the wisdom teeth. Okay, let me back up. Cavitations. Those of you who don't know what cavitations are little pockets in the bone where the bone doesn't heal. When you extract a tooth, you have bone loss. If you don't put bone back in there and do like a bone graft, you get bone loss. Okay. When you have bone loss, bacteria sits in there. I had 4 spots where they pull my wisdom teeth. Most people have had their wisdom teeth pulled. Most people don't know about this. If you have bone loss there, you're going to have parasites in there. You're going to have bugs in there. Guys, I had nasty bugs in there. It was disgusting. They look like little eggs in there. It was gross. It was bacteria eggs. It was death. It was just gross. I chose not to take it to pathology just because it was an added expense, but I know it was disgusting. So I had that done last year, right? But what I'm saying is that he went and did this and he did it properly. I went to California to do this because no one did it in the state of Washington at that time. No one was doing it. And I did use Dr. Jarvis. Highly recommend him. He's awesome. He's in the Bay Area at Marin Dental. And he cleaned that up. And it did help, like made me feel better. And systemically, it was for the best for my healing with my Lyme, for my immune system. It's really good to clean up that. So I had that done. But he used PRP, he took my blood, put it back in there. He used ozone, he used red light therapy. Guys, I was like better in 3 days. I kid you not. The swelling overnight was like nothing. Oh, and I did use something else called LifeWave patches, which another thing that is just amazing. I'll be using again. LifeWave patches. If you don't know about them, ask me about them, look them up. They are phenomenal. They're stem cell patches and they help promote healing and regeneration of cells. So I did use that too. So here we are. I'm talking a mile a minute. I'm sharing the love. I'm sharing what's going on. This is my journey. Everybody's like, oh my God, Tavia, I'm sorry you have another surgery. Yeah, me too. But I'm excited about this actually, because this is kind of like the next thing for me to get my body back to where it was. And then what we're going to do, we're going to let my body heal for like 4 6 months, let the healing begin. And then I'm actually going to get my jaw fixed and get my bite better. And then we'll do the implants. And the implants I'm getting back in, nope, they're not metal, guys. They're going to be the nice ceramic kind. And here's the other thing with ceramic versus metal, titanium. Ceramic is more pliable. And the bone usually adheres to the implants a little bit better than metal. Metal is it's like a foreign object to your body. You know, I know a lot of people have like titanium, like legs and stuff like that. But I wonder if those people also have other issues too with their immune system. I just wonder. And I bet you a mile a minute, some do. If your immune system isn't ample, I bet you some of that might be, people, reject those things. And basically that's kind of what my body did, is it rejected it because I had an allergy to nickel. Right. And among other things. So I want to play something here. This is from Dr. Blodgett. I hope this comes through good. He put this on Instagram. You can follow him at Blodgett Dental Care. And he has an amazing montage of different videos. He has this one video of a woman who was complaining about her her root canals. And they took them out and they sent it to pathology. Guys, she had everything in the book, like every pathogen was in there. It was disgusting. And the roots, he shows the pictures, they're like black. It's disgusting. I don't know the age of the person or anything like that, but I'm going to play this from Dr. Blodgett. Basically what the caption is, and I'll read you the caption here in just a second. And this was his Wellness Wednesday, and it says, Wellness Wednesday, metals in your mouth. What do you know? What do you do now? Over the past 30 years, the field of dental material science has come a long ways. So have the technologies and protocols that are designed to ensure safety when metals are being removed from the mouth. Here's our example. When removing mercury amalgam silver fillings, the safest protocols to follow are either the PROTECT protocol, developed by the International Academy of Biological Dentistry and Medicine, or the SMART protocol developed by the International Academy of Oral Medicine and Toxicology. The protocols are essentially identical. Google them so that you can become aware and informed about your own choices and level of safety when having revisionary dental care performed. Here we go. Metal-based crowns are another common source of metal alloy in the mouth. The trick is most crowns with metal bases are covered in porcelain, so you can't see the metal when you look in the mouth. These crown alloys contain elements such as gold, silver, cobalt, nickel, and beryllium. Following the same safety protocols as mentioned above, they can be replaced with all ceramic crowns, which is what I recommend you doing. And those more progressive dentists can even do this in a single visit with CEREC technology. Better health and in only one visit. Yes, please. He goes on to say titanium dental implants are another common source of metal exposure. These alloys can contain up to over a dozen different metal elements, including, oh, excuse me, we just said the same thing. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, these alloys contain up to over a dozen different metal elements, including titanium, aluminum, iron, cadmium, cobalt, nickel, vanadium, and others. With such a vast array of metals, it is much safer to use non-reactive, biocompatible ceramic dental implants made of zirconia. So cubic zirconium. One example of a great ceramic implant is the SDS, a Swiss Dental Solutions implant. So these are really cool, some of the suggestions. Here we go. Last but not least, if you're considering straightening your teeth, this can be accomplished in most cases with no metal. Using clear aligner technology versions you may find could be Clear Correct or called Clear Correct or Invisalign. I'm going to do the Invisalign. It decreases the risk for disease by removing metals in your head, aligns with your thinking. We invite you to become a patient at Blodgett Dental Care. Here's your team. Okay, so that is what he said about the metals. Kind of wrapped up what I said. Titanium implants, no, no, no. We want ceramic implants. Yes, yes, yes. This is what I'm having done. I wanted to share this with you today because if you are having problems with neurological problems, if you have a bunch of metal in your mouth, if you have silver fillings, yes, guys, and even gold. Even gold. People are like, gold's okay. No, it's still a metal. Still a metal. It can still cause problems. I know a lot of my baby boomers out there have gold. And no, it's still not good, unfortunately, guys. But if you're especially having some kind of headaches, neurological problems, Alzheimer's, dementia, kind of like brain fog thinking, look in your mouth. Please look in your mouth and have a dentist that knows what they're talking about. A holistic dentist, a biological dentist. If you don't know one, I just told you of one. It's Portland, Oregon. I know of one also in Seattle area. This one is just the one I chose. So I want to leave you with this message, and this is from Dr. Blodgett, and we will play this.
You might be wondering, if I've got all this metal in my mouth, what can I do about it? If you have fillings in your mouth that are filled with metal, you can take those out. You can use composite fillings that go directly into the tooth. You can use ceramic materials. There's glass ionomer materials as well. And those are all biocompatible, generally speaking. If you have metal-based crowns, you can remove those and use ceramic materials. There's all sorts of ceramics on the market these days. Emax, Empress, zirconia materials, things like that. And believe it or not, there are even ceramic implants these days. So you can take out metal implants, or if you're looking to have implants placed, you can use ceramic implants that don't disrupt your body's energy. And even with braces these days, you can use things like Invisalign and other clear aligner materials, so you don't have to have metals in your mouth. So the more you know, the healthier you can be.
That's right, Dr. Blodgett. Thank you, Dr. Blodgett. And yes, so on that note, happy smile, happy teeth, happy life. So share this with anybody that's troubling with their mouth issues, that is concerned about if they're thinking about getting titanium implants. Please, please, please reconsider. Just because of the energy that flows in and out of your mouth, your brain, everything energetically, titanium metals, again, should not be in the mouth. Even braces, you guys. I know kids and a lot of us have had braces. I didn't have them, but a lot of us have. We still have that metal thing in the front, the retainer. Guys, that's metal in the mouth. It's not supposed to be there. Try to get something different. It's an interference of your energy. Think about it. Does it make sense? Or does it not? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. For those of you listening today, I thank you. I want to thank you for listening to my show. And again, have a beautiful day. And I wish you all well. Goodbye. And God bless you all.
You've been listening to the Sweet Life Coaching Podcast. To learn more about the topics mentioned on today's show, please visit sweetcoachtavia.com.